So I was looking through the Pokédex of the Universe region just to check out some of the English dub names. There's a Pokemon. No, this is gonna be a joke. I mean, it's not even Pokemon in this episode, but I thought this was funny. There's a Pokemon. You know the Pokemon that's holding like the two, like that giant girdle, not girdle. It's like a metal bar. I forgot this. You know the. I think it's a girdle. I think it's called something along those lines. Anyways, the dude, his English name is going to be called GURDURR. Because it's GURDUR. So every time I see it now, it's going to be like GURDURR. GURDURR. But that's besides the point. That's just something I thought was funny. But what this is Pokemon Best Wishes episode 20 review. And the title of this review is going to be called Ducky, and Ducklett. Which of these three names do you think is the English dub name without looking? I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the laziest design for a Pokemon I've seen. So it's a duck. It's a duck. It's a fucking duck. Thank you. I think Urban Jungles. This is a YouTube name. I've seen him all the time. I think he let me know that the episode was up, so I guess they finally wanted to catch up since episode 21 comes out. I think not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, Thursday. It comes out Thursday. This episode, it's a mixture of filler, but at the same time, I don't know what this episode is. I will say it's better than 19 over just retarded comedy, but at the same time, 19 was awesome, and this one was pretty good. It's like filler, but filler that has shit that carries over into canon shit. The three things to note in this episode is just purely based upon Pikachu learns Electro Ball. That Sandile evolves into a what apparently is English dub. Now I'm not gonna pronounce this right, but it's called Krokorok. Krokorok, I think. Krokorok. Please, I mean you've read it. If I'm mispronouncing, I apologize. It's actually called something ridiculously. It's called something even more ridiculous in Japanese. So I don't mind learning Krokorok or Krokorok. I don't know. Fuck. That's his English dub name. The Sandile. Pretty much all that happens in the episode is training. Sandile. We find out the reason why Sandile's been following them the entire time, which you didn't even know except for a few episodes. That the last time we saw Sandile was in that fucking Yabbercron episode. Then he just like disappears again. He reappears, and pretty much the whole point of the reason why he's following them is to fight Pikachu. Because I guess he thinks of Pikachu as a rival, even though it doesn't make sense because there was no hint in the episode he debuts that they were going to be rivals. It was just like, whatever. And it's not even like a catch you rival. It's like, I'm going to fight you rival. And pretty much the base of the episode is that they're about to have their battle, and Ducklett shows up, and Ducklett takes, through some random comedy events, takes his sunglasses, and we find out that Sandile's a coward, or really, his personality switches. I forgot what it is, but there's like some, what is it? There's an episode of Rugrats that came to mind when I saw this. You know how Angelica had like, what was it? Yeah, if you switched her shoes, you got the personality. Actually, I need to go rewatch that episode, but it's an episode of Rugrats where, if anyone remembers this, old school shit for the win, where Angelica told the babies all this crap about if you switch shoes, you get the personality of the person wearing the shoes. And Angelica switched off, and I thought this was the cutest version of Angelica in my life. When she's wearing Chucky shoes, she's bearable. I don't know, remember, but it was like that because apparently when Sandile loses its sunglasses, it gets kind of timid for whatever reason. I don't know. That's the first reference that popped in my head. And actually, because of that, if anyone can link me to the Rugrats episode, you will win a virtual cookie, and I will put you in the channel box. Because now it's in my head. I'm gonna have to go look it up now. But whatever. Anyways, getting into the episode, stop going on a Rugrats tangent. He becomes somewhat of a coward. Then there's like 3 Duckletts, but you don't know this until later because one of the Duckletts is fucking with Iris and Dento. because I'm not calling him Cillin. Fucking Ash and Dento. Because what happened is Sandile dug a hole and Ash fell through the hole that led off the side of a fucking cliff. And that's how they got stranded. The Ducklett comes in there and shoots. Apparently it has like a technique, a water gun technique that's called Scald in Japanese. And it's shooting hot water. And the comedy moment that happens twice in the episode is he shoots the hot water and Mijimaru blocks it with the fucking scale and it hits Iris. And then for one point I think he drops it accidentally and it shoots Mijimaru in the face. And Mijimaru's like, yeah! And he gets really pissed off and he throws the shell on the ground like this is some bullshit. And then he goes over and picks the shell up like, God damn it, I dropped my shell. He does this twice. Okay, then back over to Ash. And when they find out there are 3 Duckletts, one of the other Ducklett took something from Dento, and one Ducklett took the sunglasses, the other Ducklett took Ash's hat. You get where the title comes from now when I say that. But anyways, pretty much what happens is they take their shit and they're fighting and they get the shit back. And there's an instance where they're fighting and he tells Pikachu to use Thunderbolt. And one of the Duckletts, I guess they grab a lot of random shit from people and steal it. They were flying and throwing stuff at him, and they drop an umbrella, and it falls on Pikachu. So when he uses Thunderbolt, it doesn't go anywhere. It's just stuck in the umbrella, and then Sandile helps get the damn thing off, because, you know, it's half ground. I think, what type is Sandile, actually? Because I do not know. I think he's ground and dark. Don't quote me on that. I'm looking right now, because I'm on Cerebi.net to go check. But I think he's he's ground and dark. I'm looking right now. Let's see. Where the fuck is he? Yeah, he's ground and dark. In his evolution, which he evolves through in the middle of this fucking episode, near the end of the episode, he stays ground and dark from what it seems. Yeah. I don't think his type changes throughout his entire evolution, does it? No, it's just ground and dark the entire time. But anyways, it kind of fucks up Pikachu for a little bit. So when they're trying to fight the Duckletts, Pikachu can use electric attacks for a little while. So Sandile's fighting, doing some defense shit. It's going alright, but he starts getting his ass kicked. And then we find out Pikachu can use fucking Electro Ball, which I don't really understand the point of learning another electric move, but whatever. I mean, honestly, like, I figured if anything they were going to do, if Pikachu was going to learn, I kind of wish Pikachu would learn Dig of all techniques. Like, and you leave it in the comment section, out of all the Pokemon techniques you would want Pikachu to learn, I'm betting Dig, and I'm also betting Ducklett. It's such a fucking fan service, cute Pokemon, so all the girls are going to freak the fuck out. But I kind of hope, like, I hope that's not the only new technique he learns. I'd rather him learn Dig. That would have been more effective to me, because Electro Ball is just another electric move. I guess at this point it's used more as a defense electric move. Anyways, he sends the Duckletts flying. They get their hats back, hat, sunglasses, and Dento's thing back, because Dento and Iris meet up with Ash and them. Because the Ducklett rejoins. You know, the Ducklett that was fucking with Iris and Mijimaru and Dento, that meets up with the other two. See? Also, there is a funny scene I forgot to mention. There's a scene where Ash and Sandile Pikachu try to be like, we don't want to fight you, we just want to get our stuff back from you. And the Ducklett walks over, and literally the Duckletts are trolling. It's ridiculous. All 3 of them are trolling. But this was a dick move in my opinion. He walks over, and he hands the sunglasses to Sandile, and then he shoots him in the face with a water gun. And I'm just like, you motherfucker. I thought that was some sick shit. But anyways, after they deal with the Sandile situation, I mean not Sandile, but the Ducklett situation, they get the Pokemon healed, everything's cool, and the joke with the Mijimaru getting hot in the face happens right before Pikachu sends a flying Electro Ball. And this is where Pikachu and Sandile begin to fight, and it's actually a pretty even fight. There's a point where Sandile's being really cheap and using Dig, and you know Pikachu can't do anything against Dig. So he gets nailed like twice. And they call the battle a draw. Because what happens is that Pikachu's about to lose. Pikachu's already got his ass whooped. And then in the middle of the fight, Sandile evolves into Crocker. Oh my god, I just got the joke. Now I'm looking at Cerebi, and I just looked at Sandile's 3rd evolution now. I said Crocorock is the 2nd version. His 3rd evolution is called Crocodile. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but that's what this third evolution is called. I didn't know it had a third. I don't know why it has 3 evolutions of a ground dark type when nothing changes. Its type doesn't change. It just looks like a bigger crocodile. But the second, you also do a second stage in the anime anyways. And he gets sent flying with Electro Ball because what he does is that he uses Stone Edge on him. And Pikachu's Electro Ball to repel the Stone Edge so it hits Crocorock and sends him flying. And that's really how the episode ends. Is now Pikachu and them have a rival where they're I guess he's gonna fight Sandile. And it's probably gonna evolve eventually. I don't know why it evolved so early. Like a lot of people were speculating he's gonna catch it. If he catches that thing, I'm surprised he didn't. I will say this version. I will say this much. Crocorock wearing the sunglasses looks so much more badass than Sandile wearing sunglasses. But that's pretty much the episode in a nutshell. I'm sorry I went on to like 6 different tangents. The GURDURR! GURDURR! I'm sorry. This is a funny thing when you think about it, because I'm thinking of Get Her Done when I hear it. But like the first, it's just GURDURR. I hate that tangent, but like, oh god, that name is gonna make me laugh like the entirety of this. That's probably one of the funniest names of this gen, of 5th gen. God damn. But I went on a couple of tangents like the Rugrats tangent, and I'm not joking about that whole Rugrats thing. If you could give me a link to that episode, and you know what episode I'm talking about, where Angelica talks about the theory where if you switch your shoes, you get the personality of the person's shoes you're wearing. If anyone can find that episode and link it to me, I will be indebted. Just, I don't know why. Now I want to watch it because that was one of the few times Angelica was like legitimately nice because she had Chucky's personality because she was wearing his shoes. That's besides the point. Now I'm just rambling. But tell me what you guys thought about the episode in the comment section below. Thank you for Urban Jungles for letting me know first. He's like one of the first dudes to let me know that episode 20 came out subbed. The next episode looks like some time traveling based shit with one of the exclusive Pokemon. I think it's the exclusive Pokemon for Pokemon White. I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't even know what its English name is. You know, just for the sake of it, we should look that up. It's called Gotheleto, and Gothlet in Japanese. So if I can find it real quick, I'm totally gonna do this. You know, I probably shouldn't waste time doing this, but we got time, and I want to just see if I can find its English name real quick. If I can't, then I'm not gonna worry about it for too long. But there's not that many new Pokemon. Is this it? Calavantula? No. Wow, that's what the electric spider's called? Wow. I am totally wasting you people's time now. I apologize. I just want to see if I can find it real quick. Oh wait. Its name, and they don't change his name. No, never mind. That is his English dub name is Gotheleto. Ha! It's a joke on Gothics. We get ridiculous with these dub names, but whatever. I'll catch you guys later. Gotta catch them all. And peace. Lots of gameplay to win.